Maddie just isn't getting what she needs from Nyx, the goddess of the night. The goddess of the night. The EPW out of Mississippi, IWP, champion, women's champion. She's not getting what she wants. She wants to be friends with Nyx. She wants Nyx to come out and see her match, and then she can tell her how wonderful it is, and she can show Nyx how to be a champion, even though she's not the champion anymore. Nyx is. It's a bit skewed thinking, and there will be a consequence to that, won't there, Maddie? Later on in this episode, and also later on, we're going to have WWE ID goodness. Aaron Roberts, the Roberts family legacy, are making an appearance here this week with Jimmy and Joey. But first up, we have the Underground legacy, not the Roberts family legacy, the Underground legacy, Chris Styles, who's back recently, and Brandon Young, who's also back recently, versus the Twins of Salem. It's apparently a tag team title match. Well, I suppose the Underground legacy did create some trouble for the Twins of Salem, and that is sometimes in wrestling how you vault over others to become a number one contender. Now, the Underground legacy are on them immediately. You have to be with the Twins of Salem, but it doesn't really make any difference. Jackson hits a sling blade, which, because of the way they're standing, makes Styles DDT Brandon Young. It actually works really well because it's not very, there's not very long in the setup. They get in position and Jackson's fast, isn't he? So that's how it happens. Both twins then bite. I think it's Brandon Young. They both take a nice bite out of his arm, one each. Very nice snack. And Styles then gets some kicks into a Brandon Young senton. Very cheeky Nando's kick. Yes, Will Ospreay. Kudos to you from Styles. And then there's a leg lariat from Abel Booker. And Jackson rolls through a suplex to get the pin. Rather good. Sounds just like it's a natural thing, but that was really good to see. Now, Dorian Vain. It didn't look like Dorian this week. Is it somebody else? It looked different. It probably is Dorian. It just didn't look like Dorian. Anyway, I wasn't as keen on his speechifying with the Order as I was this week. He's really come along. He's got that arrogant heel promo going on, and I really like it. I think it sounds great. He introduces members of the Order because you've got the Sellout, Daniel Nova. You've got Eli Knox, of course. But then you've got Ethan Cross. He's joined. And I really rather enjoyed how he kept his promo up. The interview was by Jimmy Blaylock, but he didn't get involved very much, which is the right thing to do. And I really thought he kept it going, kept it up. Nice, arrogant heel. Very good stuff. I like that a lot. Now, here comes Maddie with Nyx versus Makari Candy. Now, Nyx gets a bit of candy from Makari, which Maddie, the American baddie, doesn't like because it looks like favouritism. But Nyx has not said that she's her mate at all. Anyway, there were some Maddie slaps. Makari gets some punches in there and arm drags. She wants a pin from those two arm drags. That's not going to happen. Maddie's back with a choke in the ropes and a suplex, but Candy's out of it with a jawbreaker, a back elbow. She walks into a Maddie spear. Maddie then decides to show Nyx what she's all about by getting a chair. Nyx isn't happy with that, and inevitably she stops her using it after telling her to put it down, which of course Maddie ignores. And Makari Candy, inevitably in wrestling, uses the kerfuffle to get the pin. It wasn't that good, but I am enjoying this angle, which is partially good. Just that the match wasn't that good. I could do with a bit more. Now, here is the family legacy with Just In Case. Still love that name. Versus Sean Legacy and Cappuccino Jones. Love that. Cappuccino Jones. Marvellous. Now, Jones is just thrown down by Aaron Roberts, who's much the bigger man. He's the biggest man in that ring. Probably both of his opponents are not as big as he is, but there is a Cappuccino Jones drop kick. Legacy gets some punches in there. They're working well as a tag team, you see. Then there's a kick to the back from Sean Legacy and a standing moonsault, which is very nice because Aaron's down by then. Cordell gets a boot to Cappuccino Jones's back from the apron, and Aaron capitalizes with a sidewalk slam, as is inevitable in wrestling. Robert's family legacy sandwich, that's not very tasty. Extra sauce on it, mind, but not very tasty. It's not very lean meat. That's all I can say. Anyway, we've got some Cordell forearms. He throws, I think it's Legacy into an Aaron shoulder block for a 2 count there. Aaron hits a slam, but Cappuccino Jones moves out of the way of the second sandwich, afters, and looks for a hot tag or a hat tag, either way, although Legacy isn't wearing a hat. He gets in there, and of course, he's really keen to take them both on. Kicks, he can't lift Aaron up for a suplex, but he does to Cordell, gets an enziguri. Cordell's a smaller guy, you see. Gets an enziguri, as I say, and there is a Jones high elbow, a very high elbow for the pin. The family legacy got beat, but Aaron, the WWE ID prospect, did not get pinned. His brother, who isn't the prospect, did. And that was rather good from EPW. They got some really good stuff going on. That order, with Dorian Vain really going for it on chat, might really work well. We'll see in the next few weeks. It looks like Mr. Bates has gone. Andrew Bates has gone. Maybe he'll come back and feud with them. I hear on the grapevine, that Brandon Savage has split with Justin Klein. Quel dommage! Anyway, EPW, rather good this week. But then it's rather good every week, isn't it? Sometimes better than others. I would have liked more wrestling, just with Memphis wrestling this week, but that's not a bad thing. Keep it up, EPW. It's going rather well. Ta-ta.